Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to see how you can use RSS and X in n8n. And in addition to that, we're going to see at the end of this video how you can make a post or your X using RSS news and the one agent and again the X himself, so that you can automatically see your posts. Let's start it. Let's begin with RSS. This is the workflow that I made to make a posts. So if you see here, we're going to go in this workflow one by one, all how it works and what we do with it. So let's start this. It is like I make the manual trigger. Then here I make like RSS news URL. This is one of like you can make it like an array of as much as you want, especially in your niche or the area that you wanted to make or you wanted to get the data scraped from. So the RSS news has a format. So the format has to be this way. So you can ask this link ChatGPT directly, telling your niche, and then ChatGPT can give you this one. So you can split that one then, and you can loop over it. RSS has like two things here. If you search here, RSS, it has like RSS reads and the RSS feed triggers. So RSS read, we use RSS read because we are using in the workflow. Schedule is like if you wanted to set it like for a fixed links and you wanted to make posts for that link. So we see RSS. You don't connect any account to this. You just pass the URL here. If you give the URL, then click run. For example, let we give one and then run and let we see. For example, here, if I give this link, this one here, Control plus C, and I come here, paste into RSS. It's going to scribe this for me. So you don't need any account to connect to use RSS. It is a node for free. You don't pay. So just you can feed the link and then you can run it. Then the other thing is like you can do like this. You can do RSS trigger. This is like scheduled one. This one. So it runs like every minute or whatever. So like this is you feed here the URL, so you can make the time that you wanted to run it. For example, if you need for any for single specific things, so you can add some agent here to analyze the news or the tweet that comes out of here by checking the blogs, every blog post outside there. Like if we see here, this one is getting the news from the blogs of n8n. So like you can simply get using RSS the blog news outside there, and then especially for your niche, specific to that niche, you're going to feel like this. Then you can get like the output. So here if you see, like for this Shopify e-commerce, you get different blog posts. Here is the format it comes in, like title, link, posted at, content. So here you see all of it. So using this news, and you just get like more of like about Shopify and the e-commerce, but we use I use like the code to filter this out and make it more specific and simple. So let's go in and let's see how I made all the workflow and make my posts. This is overloop. So here is the RSS news. So I just pass him like the here the URL, the direct drag and drop here. So I don't need any account. So this is the scribe data that comes in for me. Then it goes through this. Then I aggregate this, it loop over and it goes through all these four links, for URL. Then all the information back and I aggregate some. Then I format it into like what I need. The title, the URL, and the description, and the posted at. So this is the data that I have. Then after I format that one, I come here and then I filter it out. I filter it out for my niche. I only need like secured like Shopify, e-commerce, or like online store, AI marketing automation, sales. So I use the JSON code, something like this. filtering it out. So like excluding something that not related to my niche, and the days has to be like only like in only like the 72 hours, and then I have this all using the published, then I get the output. The output seems like it looks like this. So here if you see closely, you get here 389 after deduplication and sorted by the latest one, and only passing the 72 hours, then I got this. Only passing that, like, yeah, for that time. So the news other than those 3 days will be split out. It's not included in my posts. So I aggregate them. Then I have an agent that writes the Twitter. So it passes through this one. Then if I aggregate, I make it like a string file, and all the news comes in. Depending on this news, write for me like 3 tweets. Then I split out the tweets, and then I make the post. Here, if you see, this is the 3 tweet output that my agent gives for me, depending on this news. So you can make this for yourself. It's very easy. So let's we see like how can we connect this X account. It is very simple. You can click here. You can create new credential in order to connect your tweet account here. Then here you see the redirect URL. How you have this, you have to copy this one. And then you need like client ID and the client secret. Only two. Then you comes here in the develops. I already create and I have like credit, some of the credit on it. Then what you do is like you come to here, app, click to app, like X developers. Then you click to apps. Then you can create app. You only create like one apps. I don't know why he's not creating the next app for me, since I am using like this for the real time, for the blog post automation. I don't want to relate this, but I will show you like how you go through and create one for yourself. Then you can create on this one, you give the name, and then you can get this. Then it has to, this has two types. The way you say like create, where you say like the name, where you give the name, it's going to text you to the AUS20 keys. So it opens something this like this for you after you give the name. Then like you see here, you have to fill this correctly. Like you have to make it read and write. Here is the permission. And then you have to make like type like web app, automate app, or bot. This one, no, this one. Then here is important things. The app invoice, like app invoice has to be like, this is the n8n one, like the one that I here, you see, allows you to. So you make posts here, the URL, calling back. Information, he knows with this to go there, so that we have to paste that here. The other one is like if you wanted to make the media post, you have directly to make this only two to one, then you can make you for like media posts, like something like this, the one that I'm using for the real time purposes. Like there is another X account which is called like this one, X House API. Yeah. So like for media post, we need that one. But for now, for these our simples, we just need this one, house two, and add this just to make it one. Then you can add like your website, the blog or molecule apps is like the app that I'm using for my posts. Uh, Here the organization name. Here you have to add like the policy. These are optional, not that much necessary, but you have to add. Like you have to have to avoid everything. So you can add this all of your website. So you can say save the change. After you say save the change, you're going to get like client ID and the client secret. After you make the save the change, you're going to get this client ID and the client secret. So you copy this client ID and this client secret. You can regenerate it here. Then you come here and the copy paste here. You can paste here client ID, then client secret here. Then you connect to your app. You allow it. You allow to your apps. Then you're going to pop up the what you call like the account, your X account. You have to have on the Chrome that you are using. Then it connects to your apps. Then you are good to go. You are good to go. Just you allow it, and you are good to go. Then I have this all account already connected. and this is my account. So if now we run, you can see this post there. Let we run. If you come here and make it run, like we're going to see this the first one post is in our X. If you come here, these are some of the blog posts that I made automatically. The new one will come here also. Let we see how it comes in. Here, see here, like 24-second. The one that we run there, it comes in. So the Shopify just opened B2B tools to all merchant and launch a native AI commerce channel. So we can simply automate our X blogs so that from the error news or the blogs that outside there to information that related to our niche, can simply do it within single tweet agents. You can give them like the structured data here, like I give here. So you can just give here the input, like this, the user's input, and then you give her like the system prompt one here, the structure she has to follow and everything. So we give this prompt, then exactly because those 3 tweets, like you can make it 5 or 7. Like this is only from the news. I want only 3. So I'm going to attach this workflow in description below. You click on that and you can upload here in n8n, and you can use it. So in order to get more info, something like that, subscribe to my channel. If you want to develop something like this, please contact me.